do what I do.
Lady B. Think about what we've done to ourselves. Look at all the actors and entertainers and black entertainers that we've gone after and gone after us. Our comedians and our songwriters. Look at them. We fought each other over the past 6-7 months, over the past 4 years. Black men and black women, brothers and sisters, over candidates who don't even have our best interests at heart. We've been told that if we didn't vote Democrat, we weren't black. And we allowed these people to divide us. And now as they cozy up next to Trump, we're left holding the bag, wondering why we're always the ones left out in the cold. You did it to yourselves. You got black women on the internet, on TikTok, wishing unalivement, hoping that the police come and do something bad to black men. This is where we are. These same fools, these same white liberals got them riled up, and now they wishing death upon their own sons and fathers and brothers and boyfriends and husbands. I want you to think about that. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. warned us about this. He said that the Negro's great stumbling block in his stride towards freedom is not the Ku Klux Klan, but it's the white moderate who is more devoted to order than to justice. These so-called allies care more about maintaining their own comfort and power than they do about fighting for justice. They claim that they support, and yet, time and time again, we trust them and we fall for their lies. Shout out to my man, Jawar Moore. And he ain't the only one. We can go all the way back 100 years ago to brother Marcus Garvey. And he didn't mince his words either. He said that the Negro who has been elected to office today is but a white man's tool and a slave created for no other purpose than to use him to the disadvantage of his own people. Garvey understood that unless we build our own political economic power, we'll always be at the mercy of others. And his whole point of saying that was that we have to vote our interest and we have to look out for our own political interests. I'm not aligned with any party. I say vote your interest. Somebody type vote your interest in the chat room. Somebody type vote your interest in the chat room. You'll know for next time. Even my personal hero, the Honorable Thurgood Marshall, the first Supreme Court Justice of the United States of America, he reminded us, we can always go where there's money, but we can't always go where there's integrity. Because see, integrity means fighting for our own interests, even when it's inconvenient, even when it requires us standing alone. But some of you all want to be liked by these liberals. And so you don't want to stand alone. You better fight against your people. I wonder, just think hypothetically, what would these great leaders say to us right now? As black people looking at us in 2024, irrespective of who you voted for, they would all agree that we were duped. Again, they say we wasted all of this energy on shallow alliances and false promises. They say we spent too much time tearing each other down instead of building something for ourselves. That's what they say. So to all you brothers and sisters, it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to stop aligning yourselves or ourselves with political parties and leaders who only see us as a vote, not as a people. Now, Kamala ass is gone. She's gone back to being Indian. That's what, let's make Kamala Indian again. That's what happened to her. You won't hear from her. You won't even hear from any of these Democrats for another 2 years. They're not going to change anything for you. It's time for black folks to start asking hard questions. What policies, what candidates, and what movements will truly uplift black America? Vote your interest. We don't need to be Democrats. Shout out to my man, Rich Turner. We don't need to be Democrats. We don't need to be Republicans. We need to be unapologetically united for the best interests of Black people in our fight for economic empowerment, justice, and self-determination. Let this election be a lesson. Matter of fact, let this be the last time we allow ourselves to be played, because that's what happened. You got played. Because they sitting there smiling to each other, all of them liberals going down there meeting with Donald Trump, and Biden is sitting there shaking hands. His butt was down in Brazil somewhere today with his old self. He probably got attacked by all kind of mosquitoes. But my point is, let this be the moment. Let this be a turning point. Okay? Stop asking for a seat at someone else's table. Stop all that begging and start building. Time to all these empty alliances. Shout out to my man Eddie B. Thank you so much. That's all it was, is empty alliances. It's time for you to empower yourselves. Let's honor the legacy of Malcolm and Martin and Marcus and Thurgood and all the others by refusing to be used any longer. I'm not here to coddle you. Y'all know that's not what I do. Okay? I'm not here to console you. But I am here to call out the hypocrisy and the arrogance and the sheer betrayal of those Black liberals like Joy Reid, Sonny Hostin, Roland Martin, Crying Man Van Jones. Who else? Huh? Name them all the comedians, all those people that went up there and got paid. Oprah Winfrey got a check. Beyonce got a check. Huh? Steve Harvey probably got a check. All of them got checks. All they did was get up there and perpetuate lies that have kept our people in political bondage far too long. And it's time we say what needs to be said. You were fooled and you were used, and now you've been exposed. For years, these so-called Black voices, okay, these voices of the Black community have championed the Democratic Party as our salvation. They even scolded us and shamed us and ridiculed any free-thinking Black man or Black woman who dared to question that narrative. And if you thought for yourself, if you prioritize your own interests, if you dared to vote for Donald Trump or any other party, or if you stayed home, they labeled you as a traitor, as a sellout, as a house Negro to your race. That's what they did. And yet, what do we see now? We see those same white liberals who they've been cheerleading for years, who they told us were our allies, are now running their butt down there to Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago. We see the same Joe Biden who told us that we not Black if we vote for Donald Trump, chessy catting, smiling in Donald Trump's face, shaking his hand in the Oval Office. After 4 years of rhetoric, calling him a fascist and telling us he was the death of democracy. Now they lining up to secure a position and protect their interests and hope and pray he don't come after them. So where does that leave people like Joy Reid? Where does it leave people like Roland Martin? Where does it leave people like Sonny Hostin? Where does it leave people like Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg? Where does that leave the rest of the Black liberal elite? Van Jones. They fell for the ploy. They dragged the rest of us down along with them. Let me tell you what it leaves them. It leaves them looking like fools. See, for years they shamed free-thinking Black folk. And yet and still, Trump got numbers for Republicans that they haven't seen in 70 years. And they called us names. They questioned your intelligence. They tried to isolate you. They tried to mock you. They tried to dismiss you. But now the truth comes to light. It's clear who the real fools are. They told us Trump was the enemy, yet they failed to see the real enemy. And that's the Democratic political establishment that uses black people as pawns in their game of power. They told us that voting Democrat was the only way to save our soul.
DennisSpurling podcast, click your mouse pad, yeah, we out back, hit the like, hit subscribe, don't just hate watch cause we outside, let them hate watch, go and play pop, we just lay back, he don't play that, we on playback, we on playback, we go way back, black men, yeah, we earn something, tune in, gotta learn something, Uncle D podcast, bump it, likes up, hit the sub button, black men, yeah, we earn something, tune in, gotta learn something, Uncle D podcast, bump it, likes up, hit the sub button. This is DennisSpurling podcast. Don't just hate watch, hit subscribe and let them know we outside. Don't hold hate, donate, super chat, cash app, put something in the collection plate. Church.